Arsenal target €100 million PSG star in ambitious summer move. Arsenal are reportedly preparing an ambitious move for Paris Saint-Germain winger Bradley Barcola as Mikel Arteta looks to strengthen his attacking options ahead of next season. The Gunners are keen to add more quality and competition on the left side of their attack for another season in which inconsistency from that position occasionally affected their attacking output. Arsenal believe Barcola has the pace, creativity and goal-scoring threat to elevate their front line. The French international is viewed as a player who could improve Arsenal's attack and provide serious competition for Gabriel Martinelli, whose place in the starting lineup has come under scrutiny at different stages of the season. Arsenal set to make ambitious move for the winger, despite PSG valuing Barcola at around €100 million. Reports suggest Arsenal are prepared to test the French club's resolve with an offer in the region of €80 million. Negotiations will not be straightforward. Barcola remains under contract until 2028, and PSG are currently attempting to secure his long-term future with a new deal. Arsenal are also unlikely to have an unchallenged opportunity to sign the player. Liverpool and Bayern Munich are among the clubs monitoring the situation, meaning any potential transfer could develop into a major bidding battle. Even so, Arsenal remain determined to explore the possibility of bringing the winger to the Emirates as Arteta continues building a squad capable of defending the Premier League title and competing for the Champions League. Barcola could consider his future if situation remains unchanged. Although Barcola remains an important member of PSG's squad, he has found himself behind Desire Doué and Kvaratskhelia in the attacking pecking order on several occasions. For a player of his quality and ambition, regular playing time is crucial, especially after this ongoing World Cup. Questions about his long-term future intensified after he was left out of PSG's starting lineup for the Champions League final against Arsenal. While the decision ultimately paid off for Luis Enrique, it highlighted the fierce competition for places within the squad. Should his role fail to improve next season, Barcola may become more open to exploring opportunities elsewhere. That possibility will certainly encourage Arsenal, who see the 23-year-old as one of the most exciting wide forwards currently available on the market. Bradley Barcola could be on his way out of Paris Saint-Germain this summer and would be the perfect fit for Arsenal. That's the view of European football expert Andy Brassel, who has backed the France star to hit new heights with the Premier League champions. The 23-year-old has been linked with a move to Mikel Arteta's Gunners as he targets more regular football, having seen his minutes at PSG limited by the displays of Kvaratskhelia. TalkSport reported last week that Barcola had asked to leave the club. Barcola, who came off the bench to score in France's opening World Cup win against Senegal, joined PSG from Lyon 3 years ago and has helped the Parisian Giants to successive Champions League triumphs, the latest against Arsenal last month, as well as 3 straight League One titles. But he averaged just over an hour per game in the 2025-26. Kvaratskelia's red-hot form, making him the preferred option on the left of Luis Enrique's front three. And Brassel believes Barcola would find himself right at home in North London. He told TalkSport, "Bradley Barcola emerging as a target for Arsenal shouldn't be a huge surprise for us. Of course, if we go back to the start of the Premier League era, or more accurately, the arrival of Arsène Wenger a couple of years after the Premier League started, Arsenal have this huge history with French players. They have shaped modern Arsenal. But if we're looking at Arsenal in the here and now, what is clear is that this summer, having come off such a brilliant season under Mikel Arteta, they're in a difficult position in that they have a few obvious areas to improve and keep them going upwards. Arsenal clinched their first Premier League title since 2004, ending the 2025-26 campaign 7 points ahead of runners-up Manchester City, and 3 consecutive second-placed finishes. The challenge now is to retain their crown, and that will doubtless require some big business this summer. And young players like Barcola, who have yet to reach their prime, could pay dividends for the Gunners. Brassel continued, and Arsenal, I think, are still in the best place when they get players, and they improve them. They take players who are already As or A- and transform them into elite superstars. And I feel that's what they can probably do with Bradley Barcola. Still only 23. He's been at the top level for a very long time, of course. And it's been difficult for him over the last year and a half at PSG. Now, Barcola started well at PSG, but what's been difficult for him for the last little while, of course, is the arrival of Kvaratskhelia. A winger by trade, PSG believe really strongly that Barcola could be converted into a prolific striker, but might that be with Arsenal? Brassel explained, with Barcola, it's not just about recruiting him and hoping he scores 15, 20, 25 goals in a season, although I do think he could get to that point for Arsenal. It's that he's someone who knows when to release the ball at the right time. So, he's got the pace, but he's also got the intelligence to make the most of the advantage that pace gives him. Now, we've seen him as a pinch hitter off the bench for France, scoring that goal in the World Cup opener against Senegal. He would be a huge upgrade on Gabriel Martinelli, as far as I'm concerned. As far as the signings that Arsenal should be making this summer, he's definitely a step in the right direction, especially with his contract talks still up in the air. Barcola has 2 years left on his current PSG deal, having signed for a reported €45 million.